That's a great stretch, 5'2".
I told y'all about that mic'd up talk. I coach your ass.
Start fast, right to your tackling stations, find your coach. Boom! Oh, pick that off! Pick that off now!
That is Sean Desai, former Bears defensive coordinator.
We gotta play with extension on the edge, you got me? Period, point blank. We gotta play with extension. Wear him out, all right? Whoever's on him, wear his ass out.
And that's Patrick Graham, former Giants defensive coordinator. Now, you might be wondering what they both have in common. Well, they both could possibly have a chance at becoming the next defensive coordinator for our Las Vegas Raiders. Hi, I'm the Samoan Raider, and welcome back to another episode of Nation News, where I talk about the latest news on the nation. The Raiders. Now, if this is the very first time you're watching my video and you're not subscribed already and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then what are you doing with your life? Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. With that being said, let's not waste any more time and let's get started with the video.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Now, before we start talking about these defensive coordinators, I got some quick Nation news that you guys could possibly use. First up, Josh McDaniels will be keeping Edgar Bennett as our wide receiver coach. Previously interviewed for the Bills offensive coordinator position and had offers to join other teams. But y'all know he ain't gonna leave the silver and black, so shout out to Josh McDaniels. This is a great move by him, retaining one of our better position coaches. Now, one guy that ain't gonna come back next season is our former offensive coordinator, Greg Olsen.
Thank you!
And according to Ian Rappaport, the Raiders have hired former Patriots offensive assistant Bo Hardegree as the quarterback's coach. Hardegree served as the Jets assistant from 2019 to 2020 and was the Dolphins quarterback coach from 2016 to 2018 under Adam Gase. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know too much about this guy because I honestly don't know who the fuck this dude is. So if you guys know, let me know down in the comments below if you guys believe it's a good hire by the Raiders or a bad hire, because by the looks of his resume, to me, he looks aight. And some other news, according to Rashad McGinnis, the Colts are zeroing in on Raiders former DC Gus Bradley to become their next defensive coordinator. And last but not least, I want to give a huge shout out to AJ Cole, Hunter Renfrow, Denzel Perriman, and Max Crosby for representing the Raider Nation this weekend in Las Vegas for the NFL Pro Bowl. But I did have a clip that I want to show you guys on Hunter Renfrow, basically talking about our new head coach and how he's excited to play for Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, he's an unbelievable coach. I'm excited to work with him, talk to him. He called me after he got the job and just said how excited he was, and I feel the same way. What he's been able to do with slot receivers and receivers in general, hopefully we can just build and take off.
So according to my oos, Ian Rappaport, I don't know why I keep fucking up his name. He tweeted yesterday that the Raiders are interviewing former Bears defensive coordinator Sean Desai today for their DC job under new coach Josh McDaniels, source said. He coordinated a top 10 D last year in Chicago, his first year calling it. Now you got me at top 10 defense shit. By the clip that I showed you guys earlier, I'm already liking the energy that he brings, and you could definitely tell that he has that relationship with his players. Now, I know it was a short clip and maybe looks could be deceiving, but hey, at the end of the day, you never know. With new head coach Matt Eberflus now in Chicago, the Bears have hired Alan Williams as their new defensive coordinator, leaving Desai without a job for the moment. Desai has been with the Bears since 2013, starting as a defensive quality control coach. Now, I don't know what that job really entails, but he did get called up to become the safeties coach in 2019 and then was promoted to defensive coordinator in 2021. Now, he did show a lot of creativity with the way he deployed Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn together in the pass rush, so we could definitely see the same thing here with Yannick Ngakoue and Max Crosby if he was to be brought in. And Desai also had a knack for, dialing up pressures for linebackers and defensive backs, which is good news for guys like Nate Hobbs, Denzel Perriman, Jonathan Abram, so on and so forth. But his defense did struggle in coverage at times. Sound familiar? In Desai's first year calling the defense, the Bears finished number 6 in yards allowed and number 22 in points allowed. Even with that, I would still be open to bringing in Sean Desai as our next defensive coordinator. Now, I know that McDaniels did say that he's open to bringing back some of the Raiders' old coaching staff, so who knows if Gus Bradley is going to stick around. But if not, then Desai would definitely be a great option for the job. We have already brought former Bears assistant director of player personnel Champ Kelly, so I wouldn't be surprised if Sean Desai followed. Maybe they could possibly find a way to bring 50 Deuce back over here to the silver and black, you know what I mean? I know it's highly unlikely, but hey, the Oos can only dream, right? Now, Desai ain't the only guy that the Raiders have their eye on for the DC job, because according to Tom Pelissero, as of this morning, the Raiders are interviewing Giants defensive coordinator Patrick Graham today for the same job in Las Vegas. New York wants to retain Graham, but he may have options. He also interviewed with the Steelers. Graham is regarded as one of, if not the best defensive coordinator in football today, and this would be a great hire to add to McDaniel's coaching staff. Now, I know a lot of you guys might be wondering, yo, why is he considered one of the best? Shit, the Giants defense sucked. Well, it's the same defense that gave Derek Carr and our offense some trouble, and the main reason why we were held to 16 points and lost that game. The Giants defense in 2021 was underrated. The reason why they struggled so much throughout the season is because they were dealing with a lot of injuries on the defense side of the ball, but they were still able to find a way to finish off the season strong, and most of that in due part because of Patrick Graham's leadership as the defensive coordinator. The Giants defense finished 9th in points allowed and 12th in yards per game. Graham has revived the careers of guys like Leonard Williams, Jabril Peppers, and Adoree Jackson. Now imagine what Graham can do over here in Las Vegas with all the pieces that we do have on the defense side of the ball, especially all the young talents that we do have, on the defensive line, at the linebacker position, and even in the defensive back room. I know if you guys are just looking at the Giants in general, you guys might not like this guy, but looking beyond that, as a defensive coordinator, I feel like he would be an upgrade over a guy like Gus Bradley, and definitely an upgrade over a guy like Paulie G just a couple of years ago. Now, how do I feel about this? I do think that this would be a great option for the Raiders to bring in as a defensive coordinator, but getting him is easier said than done. He did interview for the Vikings and Texans for their head coaching position. Also, the Giants' new head coach, Brian Daboll, already expressed his feelings on keeping Graham in New York. So we'll see what happens in the next days. I do find it funny that the Raiders are interviewing two guys that were in charge of the defenses that beat up our Raiders offense last season, the Bears and the Giants. And keep in mind, both of them do run 3-4 fronts. So with that being said, Raider Nation, what are your thoughts on Sean Desai and Patrick Graham possibly being candidates for the Raiders defensive coordinator position? Or is there any other defense coordinators that you guys would rather bring over here to the silver and black? Let me know down in the comments below. Alright, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this episode of Nation News. If you guys enjoyed the video, then don't forget to hit that like button. If this is the first time you come across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this is your boy Samoa Raider, and your boy is, yeah.
Started off in Oakland, now we here. Thought that we was done, we just hit another gear. Look, started off in Oakland, now we here. Hey, pull up with the nation in the silver black gear. Look, 4 games straight, we in the playoffs.